Welcome to Tech Jotters again. In today's video, I will show you how we can organize Stable Diffusion tools, different Stable Diffusion tools. In my previous videos, I showed you how to install RawCam and install Stable Diffusion WebUI, Fooocus, ComfyUI. And today, I'm going to show you how we can organize these and simply use them, because if you just install it, you need to, when you want to start it, you need to go to the directory, activate the environment, conda environment, and run few commands. And what happened to me, I can't remember the commands, so it's really difficult for me to, run this. So I came up with a solution with some bash script, which will automate everything, and so we can use them from a single command. Like for a demonstration purpose, I'm showing you what we will start to do. If I go to the home directory, so this is everything I have. If I go to this one, if I run this, you can see it is showing all the tools I have installed. If I want to quit, I need to press Q. And if I want to run like Stable Diffusion SH, like the Stable Diffusion WebUI, press 1 and enter it, and it will open in a new window. And in the new window, it will show you the environments available and also which one is activate. It will show you. So the star is here, so this is activated and it's running. Like I don't need to go to the Stable Diffusion WebUI directory and run anything. Okay, so just for a test, if I go here and click it, you can see the ComfyUI is running. So it's just simple. Just click it and it'll start. Everything is working perfectly. And if I want to close this, just Control C and it will close the command, close the application. And you can see I'm in the base environment. So it is actually closed, and if I close it, this is still running. So if I want to run Fooocus, just select another option and enter, and it will open it. Just simple. I don't need to run any command because everything is inside the bash script. So you can see it started, and okay, so everything is working perfectly. So let's get started with our new video. First of all, I'm going to install Stable Diffusion WebUI. Then I will configure ComfyUI inside Stable Diffusion with the extension. And finally, I will install Fooocus, and then we'll make a list of applications so that we can easily run them. Okay. First of all, Stable Diffusion WebUI. This is Stable Diffusion WebUI. If I see the directory here, we have these things. Okay, so I will first make a directory for our Stable Diffusion tools. So you can see the Stable Diffusion directory is here. So I will go inside Stable Diffusion. Okay, so this is our home directory for Stable Diffusion tools. First of all, let's copy and clone the Git repository. Okay, so it's done. Okay, I will open another one for Fooocus. I also want to clone the repository for this. Now you can see I have two directories here, Stable Diffusion WebUI and Fooocus. Now I'm going to create an environment for Conda. Okay, so what it will do, it will create a Stable Diffusion environment with Python 3.10. That's fine. Okay, so it's already installed everything and prepared the environment. Sorry. Okay, so let's check the environment list. You can see we have two environments, and the star one is currently using, so this base is now using. That's fine. So let's activate the conda environment for Stable Diffusion. Okay, now if you can see this one, we have Fooocus and Stable Diffusion WebUI. We need to install both. We're going to install both. So first I will go inside the Stable Diffusion WebUI again. So okay, here it is. First I will install the requirements here. Yeah, here is the requirements. So pip install -r requirements, requirements.txt. Okay, first I will install all the requirements here. It'll take a little bit time. I will fast forward it. Okay, so all the requirements are already fulfilled. So let's check what it did. So you can see it installs Torch, but I am using ROCm AMD GPU. I need ROCm to run PyTorch to get the GPU support. So I'm going to uninstall the PyTorch and Torch Vision, and then I will install the ROCm version. But if you are using NVIDIA GPU, you don't need to follow this next two steps. Okay, so let's uninstall Torch and Torch Vision. Yes. Okay, so it is uninstalled. If I go to the PyTorch and get started, so I'm going to install the latest one, ROCm 5.7. Again, I'm going to fast forward it. It is done. That's fine. Let's check whether we can import PyTorch or not. It's successful. That's great. Now I'm going to check the GPU, if it is using the GPU. Yes, true. So that's for the environment setup. Everything is set up. So I will install Fooocus next, and that Fooocus will also use this setup. I don't need to install PyTorch again. Okay, so the next thing is it's all the requirements for Stable Diffusion WebUI is done. I need to create a launch.sh file to launch it with the the arguments. So let's create a launch. I will use nano. Okay, so this is the launch file. I am going to copy all the requirements, all the arguments here. So here you can see the first thing, it's GPU version 10.3.0. If you are using 7000 series like 7900 XT AMD, you need to put it 11.0.0. And I'm also available put the API, so it'll create we can connect it with other applications like text generation or WebUI. So I just put it here. So you can copy and paste it, and I'm going to write it with Control O and Control X to close it. So that's it for our Stable Diffusion WebUI. It is ready to launch. So we have the launch.sh. So let's change the ownership of this. It'll be easier for us to launch this. Okay, now if you put sh, you can see it's green color. Okay, so before it was white, now it's green. That means I changed the ownership. Now I can run it. In my first run, it will download the basic model, so it will take a little bit time. Okay, sorry, I put it wrong. Now it started and it'll download everything, and it will take a little bit time for the first time, so I will fast forward it and we'll be back. Okay, it's done. I'm opening a text editor here. I will use this text editor to create some scripts. So it is here. Now, if you can see, it's perfectly installed and it gives us the link. So if I open this link, it's done. So our Stable Diffusion WebUI is installed. Next thing, I will install the ComfyUI here. So I will go to the extension, click available, nothing is showing here. So I will load it. And after that, I will search for Comfy. And here it is. I want to install it. So it's done. You can see installed. And it's installed inside my Stable Diffusion directory. That's fine. The next thing is I will close the server first. And again, I will launch it. Okay, so it's already started. So just refresh this because it is using the same port. So I just refresh it and it's coming here. So if I go to the, you can see the ComfyUI is here because I already installed the extension. Just click here and you need to install it from here again. So install it, click install ComfyUI and installed. So I need to reload the UI. That's basically actually close it and start it again. If I go to the ComfyUI, it will not showing right now because what I need to do is close the server again, okay, and launch it again. Then you can see it'll work. Okay, so the ComfyUI is already there. So just going to refresh this one and go to the ComfyUI, and you can see it's working. And the good thing is it is coming with ComfyUI Manager, so that's a good thing. And if you see here, you can see it's getting the 1.5 pruned version, which is installed for Stable Diffusion WebUI. So you don't need to download this model like any model multiple times for ComfyUI. If you install ComfyUI like this, then Stable Diffusion WebUI and ComfyUI both will get the same repository, like same models. You don't need to copy and paste anything. That's pretty simple. Okay, so it's done. Our Stable Diffusion WebUI is installed perfectly. So I'm going to close it. Okay, so it is done. I'm going back to the directories of Stable Diffusion. So here we also have the Fooocus. So right now I'm going to install Fooocus. Okay. Now for the Fooocus model, I'm going to check this. I'm going to follow this. Okay. This is step-by-step process. I don't need to do anything here. Here, it's first I already cloned the repository here, so I don't need to think it again. It's going to create a environment. So I'm not going to do that because I want to use this environment for Stable Diffusion. I want to use that same environment for Fooocus. So first thing first, we need to go to the Fooocus directory. Okay, so I will skip these steps. I skip these steps. So I need to install all the requirements here. If you see, here is all the requirements version. So just copy and paste it here. It'll download all the requirements, and it'll not download PyTorch because PyTorch is already installed. That's the good thing. We don't need to do anything. So Fooocus is installed. Now, if I go there, here it is. Sorry. I want to run this. Okay. So this is the command to run the Fooocus. And this minus listen, it'll actually, if you run this, you can browse this from your local network. So, okay, now it is going to download all the models. You can see it's downloading the models to these locations. Okay, the inside the Stable Diffusion Fooocus, then models and those things. So we'll configure it. Before that, it'll take a little bit of time, so I will fast forward it now. Okay, so it's installed and it's running on the server. Just quickly create an image. That's fine, it's working perfectly. So I'm going to close this server now because I have multiple things to do right now. Just opening a new window here and going to the Stable Diffusion. Here you can see, okay, I'm going to open another one to show you both. Here it is. Okay, so I'm going to go here. I will open Fooocus, and here I will open Stable Diffusion. Okay, so inside the Fooocus, if you go to the models, you will see these files here, these 4 folders here, and here the Stable Diffusion WebUI folder. So what I need to do is I need to copy those things here first, and then I will redirect the location. Okay, so for this I already created some copy command so that I can easily copy and paste them. So here is the command. I will share it. I will copy step by step. Okay, I will follow this. Okay, I need to put a -r here. So it's basically what I am doing is I'm copying everything from this directory, the Fooocus directory, to our Stable Diffusion WebUI directory. So you can see I'm just copying the embedding folder to the models because for the WebUI, Stable Diffusion WebUI, we don't have this embedding folder. Same for the upscale model. So I will copy and paste it. You can do that manually without terminal. That's fine, completely fine. I'm just making the process faster. So it'll copy the input folder. Now the control net, I will copy that folder here. Now I will copy the clip version. Okay, now I will copy the prompt expansion, and inside the prompt expansion we also need to copy the another one. I will copy this. It's inside the prompt expansion and Fooocus expansion, so I will also copy that. Sorry, there is a problem here, so that's fine. Now the configs file for directory, and here is the style models. Actually, those directories are not available inside Stable Diffusion WebUI. Okay, okay. So now the LoRa's, for LoRa, Fooocus used LoRa's with capital small L on the beginning, and Stable Diffusion WebUI using LoRa with capital L. So I'll copy this and I will change it on the configuration file. Okay, so all the folders or directory is already copied. So if I go there, and now you can see in the Stable Diffusion WebUI and under model folder I have all the necessary things, so that's fine. Now what I am going to do is going to focus and find the config.txt. Okay, so if I open this config.txt, it's okay. Now remember one thing, for when you first install it, it will generate the config.txt file. If you didn't install it, like if you not run this first before, then you will not get the config file. To get the config file, you need to run Fooocus at least once. Okay, so I get this. Now the problem is, this is the you can see it's on the under the Fooocus folder, but I want them to redirect to the Stable Diffusion one. Okay, so first thing first, this is the Stable Diffusion WebUI, and this is the models. So what I will do is open in terminal, get the directory name here, and I will just select these until the models and Control H to open this part and replace it with the current. It's not copied, so I will copy the location again. I will copy this location again and replace the Fooocus location with this Stable Diffusion WebUI location and replace all. Now you can see that's done. It's changed. So now the problem is, if you can see the Stable Diffusion WebUI and the Fooocus going to the model section, it uses checkpoints. But on Fooocus, on Stable Diffusion WebUI, it is Stable Diffusion. Okay, so I'm going to just copy this name, rename, and just change the checkpoints here to Stable Diffusion. For LoRa's, you can see we have LoRa here, but we have LoRa's on the Fooocus, so I need to change it here with capital L, and everything is fine. And if we want to change the output here, we can go to the output folder. Where is the output? Okay, so we don't have the output folder yet. That's completely fine. We can output it to Fooocus, or we can outload it. We can put output folder here. Like if I create a folder here, like no, I need to create a new folder, and it's Fooocus output. Okay, going to the Fooocus output directory, copy the location, just copy the location and put it here, so it'll also save the file to Stable Diffusion WebUI. We don't need to go to the Fooocus folder anyway. Okay, so I'm going to save this config.ui. Now I'm going to open the models again. I will show you something that is we need to do. If we go to the Stable Diffusion folder, you can see we don't have the model here, so I'm just going to cut and paste it here. This is for the first time. From next time, it'll going to download it, download the focus things here. If we go to the LoRa's, okay, here the LoRa's. I need to copy this LoRa here. Oh, LoRa is already here. That's fine. So that's pretty much everything we need to check. Okay, that's everything. We already copied everything, so I'm going to close these directories and I'm going to run this focus again to check whether it is working or not. So it's working. You can see it's working, and it is getting the loaded LoRa from this location. Stable Diffusion WebUI model, Stable Diffusion. So everything is working perfectly. That's great. Okay, I'm going to close it. So we have Stable Diffusion WebUI, we have ComfyUI, and we have Fooocus all together. Now I'm going to create some bash script to run them properly. Okay, so it will make our life a lot easier. So I'm going to open this one, and I'm going to create the run commands here, the bash scripts. So let's create it first. Okay, so I'm going to create new window. Okay, and I'm going to write the scripts here. So for any bash script, we need this syntax. Okay, so it will show that it will tell that it is using bash script. That's fine. Now I'm going to create the export path for our Miniconda. If you use the default location for Miniconda, just change this part with your username and it will work perfectly. And now I will going to put a command to initialize the conda command, and now it's done. So I'm going to use the conda activate Stable Diffusion. So I will enable the Stable Diffusion here. Okay, the environment. So it will make my life easier, because when I start the computer, I don't need to change or activate the environment. I will just run this script, and it will actually do rest of the thing, like activate the Stable Diffusion environment, run the Stable Diffusion, and when I close it, it will automatically close everything. So now I need to change the directory. So this is the command to change the directories, to make it sure it's changed to the directory perfectly. So I will put the pmw command, and now I will launch the launch script with listen and API. It's already there, but I again put this here. So this is the Stable Diffusion script. So I'm going to save it on this directory, and I'm going to name it Stable Diffusion. Okay, it's done. Fine. Next, I will create another one. Just copy and paste it. for Fooocus. Okay, so if you go to the Fooocus, here is the Fooocus one, you can see they have 3 different commands to run 3 different models. This one for enemy, this one for realistic, and there is, if you just don't use the preset, it will run one model. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. It's a Python, so I don't need the bash at first. So this is, and I will put listen. That's it. And now I need to find that directory where it is. So going to Fooocus, this is the directory, going to open. Okay, just copy this, okay, and paste it here. Instead of Stable Diffusion WebUI, just paste it here. So that's fine. So the rest of the thing are same, so I don't need to do anything. I'm going to save it as fooocus.sh. Okay, that's fine. Now I'm going to create another one for the Fooocus anim. So just going to copy everything from here, paste it here, and just use this command. Just replace this one, the first part. I want the listen one, so that's fine. Going to save it. Now I'm going to put the name Fooocus anim. Okay. Now going to create another one with the same thing. Okay, this is for the realistic one. Just going to replace this realistic here and save it with this realistic, and just change it here, save it. That's it. That's everything I need to do. Just going to close everything. Okay, if I go to the Stable Diffusion folder, you can see all the things, all the scripts I created is here. So I'm going to check it on the repo terminal. So everything is here. So the thing is, I need to make chmod +x for all the directories so that I can use them easily. Let's see, all are green now. So I'm going to run the Fooocus one again, because if I run this one, this will, okay, I will run this one first, because it will show you where the Fooocus is redirected. So it will download the, I'm in the, if I go to the Stable Diffusion and Models, and if I go to the Stable Diffusion directory, you can see we have 3 of them. So this is a text file and 2 of the models. So if I run the Fooocus anim, it will download another one, but I'm using Fooocus, but it will download it to the Stable Diffusion directory. So let's do it. You can see it is downloading, and the directory is this one. So everything is working perfectly. I'm going to first forward it. Okay, so it's working. That's great. I'm going to close this server. Okay, just going to close this. Now, if you see, this is the directory for Stable Diffusion. Okay, I don't want to go to the Stable Diffusion every time I want to run this. I want to do that from the home directory. So I'm going to go here, and now what I'm going to do is create a new script. I'm putting it here. So this is the new script, and I can change everything from here. So I just delete this, and everything is here. That's perfectly fine. I will share this. So basically it'll, copy everything from the directory. We made the focus, stable diffusion, everything, and it'll show in the menu, in a menu. So I will save this one here just in my home directory. Okay, so I will put the name sd_apps. That's fine. So if I go to here, you can see the sd_apps.sh. Just chmod it. Okay, if now I run this, you can see the stable diffusion, focus, enemy, realistic, everything is here. Just I need to select one. Okay, if I go for the focus, say I'm going to put 2, and when I click enter, it'll open a new terminal and run the focus.sh script, which we create a little bit earlier. I don't need to think anything, like I don't need to go to the directory, I don't need to run the environments or anything. So everything is working perfectly, and this is a very good way to organize, I believe. So I will share this menu script, so that you can easily use it. And if I go here, it's still here. So if I want to quit this menu, just put Q or any other letter and it'll say goodbye. And if I go to the terminal, you can see that it is showing everything. Okay, the directory and everything. So that's all for today. Hope you like the video, and if you like it, please like and subscribe for the channel. It will help me to create more videos like this. And okay, bye, take jotters.